Okay, here in round 2, we have the choice. We're going to play first. One lander, unacceptable. This hand, just fine. We'll keep it. All right. Keeping, opponent keeps at 7, which is fine. Drawing a 2-drop creature would be pretty good here, since it would let us Gleam of Authority plus bolster. I'd settle for some Megamorph guys. Or basically cheap creatures in general would be nice. All right. Land is okay, but still going to actually need some action here, or we're not going to be staying busy enough. All right. Probably going to end up sandblasting that. Well, I guess I could pacify it. I think Sandblast makes better use of the mana. And they both essentially negate my opponent's creatures. Also, Sandblast makes it so if my opponent has like a pump spell or an aura, significantly better. All right. So attacks, no blocks. Now we'll Sandblast. See what the follow-up is. Perhaps something we're going to pacify. Smoldering Efreet, I feel like I can take a beating from that for a little bit while I find things to play. All right, I got to admit, not doing as well as I would like, but our opponent, I guess, is missing land drops, which could certainly be good for us. All right, let's get the monk down. All right, I'll block, in case of Kindled Fury, I'll block a goblin. All right, that sucks, but all right. That does suck. But we have plenty of creatures in this deck. I just can't seem to draw them, so I guess we'll pacify this, go in damage prevention mode. Yes, I'm pretty upset about it, but we just cannot appear to draw what we need to at the moment, so I have to go in damage prevention mode. I'm really not happy about going into damage prevention mode, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, I also could have just taken 4 damage, but I thought it was Kindled Fury I was playing around. I mean, we basically have 15 cards we could draw. That would be extremely beneficial at the moment. So if we can draw one of 15 cards, which means we have better than a 50% chance of drawing a creature. All right, whatever. I'll accept. Guess we need the creature. I mean, I could do the Ojutai's Breath, I guess, but let's do Surveyor. That way I can, I guess at this point, bounce plus play Gleam of Authority. Yeah, I admit, it's exactly what I did not want to see, but can't always get what you want in this game. Sometimes bad things happen, and you have to accept them. All right, guess we'll do Sandblast. All right, so drawn more than enough lands. Gonna bounce this huge dude. I could have Gleam of Authority'd my Surveyor, but that's just as good next turn, I think. So I don't feel confident about winning this game anymore. Yeah, especially now. So we've just drawn way too poorly, and we had to mulligan. So I'm pretty disappointed. I really feel like we could have annihilated our opponent had we drawn just any sort of reasonable distribution of lands to spells. But like I said, you can't always get what you want in this game, so you got to accept bad things when they happen. Bad things do happen in Magic frequently enough where you can't worry about it. So, like I said, upset, but that happens. I guess we'll play Gleam anyway. I could do it next turn, I guess. Alright, whatever. I think we're likely dead anyway, slice it, so I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, I think we're pretty much just dead. Because if I block the Goblin, he gets to flip this up and kill my Morph. I may have to anyway, now that I think about it. Yeah, I think I actually have to. Sadly. So, much to my chagrin. So, flip it up, deal 1 damage to us or the Morph, it doesn't matter. Really unhappy with this game, but I'll accept it. It's just the way things go sometimes. So make a trade I don't want to trade, make a lot of plays I don't want to play, draw a land I don't want to draw. Not happy with this game at all in any way, shape, or form, but that's okay. We'll go to game 2, draw better, and I think we have a very realistic chance of winning this. So all we got to do is draw more reasonable than we drew this game, and I have a feeling we can very easily, very, very, very easily win, but we are going to have to draw better. It does usually boil down to drawing better. So let's see if we can't draw better. Negate for Wild Slash seems okay, I guess. I imagine he's got some burn in there too. What seems bad in this matchup? Perhaps Sight Beyond Sight. Once again, just too slow. Student's going to be really good in this match, but I have to see it. Yeah, maybe we just do the negate. I could see that being good. Champion of Erishin having lifelink is pretty good, but the fact that it's 4 mana that dies to Wild Slash makes it a big, unattractive option to me. Let's just do the negate. I think that could work well for us. And like I said, we just got to draw better, and I think we're going to do awesome. So here it is. Let's draw well. This hand's acceptable. It's not, I admit, it's not as good as I want, but it's going to have to do. That's strange. All right. Really, okay, really at this point, just don't want to draw any more lands for the rest of the game. No more lands for the rest of the game. Alright, well, can't quite negate that. That was exactly what I didn't want to draw, but that's okay. I'll just accept it. I guess at least our opponent has to pay 2, I guess, which is good, maybe, possibly. I have no idea. Off to a bad start, I guess is what I'm saying. Had no play until turn 4. Just lost my creature that I really wanted to keep alive. So not thrilled, I got to admit. Not thrilled. That was a horrendous bad draw again. So really unhappy again with how this game is currently progressing, but that's okay. Like I said, Magic is not a hold your hand, walk in the park kind of game. It's a how well did you draw? Because that is exactly what this match is how well did you draw? Because our deck, like I said, is utterly fantastic. I absolutely love our deck, and we're just really not doing much. Okay. Yep. All right. Well, sometimes you're just not meant to win, folks. That's really what it boils down to. Sometimes you're just not meant to win. Yep. I'm trying to think. Guess I can hardcast Interceptor, leave up, negate, trade Interceptor for Brawler. Just take 7. How the hell do I win this game? I really don't know how I can come back now. We've really drawn ourselves into I can't see a way to win. Like a 4-2 does not do anything more for me than a 3-1 does. Maybe I just morph it anyway. Perhaps he's scared that it's something that he can't deal with, even though he can very easily. All right. I'm actually trying. I'm rolling around in my mind how I possibly come back into this game. There really isn't much that I can think of. Pacifism, um, maybe Avon Surveyor. It's really tough for me. I can't really come up with a good way to get back into this game. It definitely is going to involve drawing non-land cards first and foremost. Second, I guess removal. I honestly don't know. Maybe the creatures that double as counterspells could be helpful. It's just I feel so far behind because of not having a play until turn 4 and just drawing lands and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I really needed to draw one of our mini 3-drop creatures or Yeah, and I would have felt more confident. But what can you do? Let's try and let's not dwell on the negative aspects of how this match has progressed. Let's try and actually figure out how we can actually find some means to win. All right. Well, I guess might as well. Okay. Guess I can't really attack. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't have done that. We knew they had Wild Slash because they tapped too. But yeah, I guess not. Man, opponent might as well just swing with everything. Pretty much toast regardless. Guess we can swing for 4. Opponent doesn't really have a reasonable double block. Can't block with the Calcisma Behemoth anyway. Okay. So we'll kill Morph plus Brawler. Oh wait, I can't do that because I have to bolster. So let's do, I guess getting rid of the Aspirant might be the best. Let's get rid of Morph plus. It's a pretty dangerous block on our opponent's part, I feel like. If I'd had any spell, I feel like I could have. Maybe not. So we'll kill Morph plus Aspirant or Morph plus Skirmisher. I feel like even though I'm bolstering here, I still kind of want to take. Well, maybe it is better to take out this then. Last card's Wild Slash to take out Warrior. Wouldn't surprise me in the least. Oh wait, yeah, I kill 3 things? Well, that's, I guess, a way back into the game. I'm not exactly sure why my opponent triple blocked there. I think I might take 7 here. For some reason, trading my 4-2 for the 2-3 doesn't seem great. And I feel like I need a creature in case I get like a tempo play of some sort, maybe. Alright, well, didn't get it, but what can you do? Yeah, so I feel like our opponent actually gave us a way back into this game. That 3-for-1 was much more beneficial than, say, my opponent attacking into me and killing me. I mean, we're almost assuredly dead now, but it's only because we drew a land for all of these turns. Oh, okay. So this is something huge, I'm guessing. Otherwise, would have attacked with the behemoth. Um, I don't know what to do now. I guess I trade. I can't really. If I block a morph and he flips it up and it's something big, then I'm gonna die anyway. So I might as well. I feel like I can take one hit from whatever this is, but yeah, there is actually no way back into the game at this point, I don't think. Maybe it is actually better to block the morph because why? Why would it be better to block the morph? Let me think of why it would be better. Because I take 2, and then if I draw well, no, I think we're dead any way you slice it now. I can't think of any. I can't think of a card that I could draw that would bring me back into this. Like I said, our opponent actually gave us the one means back into this game by triple blocking or quad blocking my monk. I still don't understand why. I mean, I certainly appreciate it because we got a 3 for 2. I certainly think it was still correct to attack with the monk because I need to. It's actually impossible to kill your opponent if if I'm not dealing damage to my opponent. I don't think I'm going to be able to mill them out 23 turns later. So I don't know what the problem is right now with my opponent. What there possibly could be to tank about right now. Guess I'll pause it. Okay, opponent is back. I've got to decide blocks now. More than likely, this morph is going to be able to kill my Jamoka Warrior without trading. I'm thinking it's probably the 4/6, which should be like a 5/7. Yeah, I wish I had something better to do this turn. I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty tough. Pretty tough. I guess we go for the sure trade. Nah, I mean, it doesn't really matter. That's the problem. It really doesn't matter. I guess, I don't know. I honestly have no idea which one's better to block. I feel like if I block morph, he unmorphs. If I don't block morph, he unmorphs. Either way, this is going to unmorph. And I have absolutely no clue what that morph is. It could still be an F-Reet. It could be another one. I have just absolutely zero idea what this morph is. I feel like it has to be something huge because my opponent didn't attack with the behemoth. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to block here, get a for sure trade. I think our opponent's unmorphing regardless, and we're going to take like 6 damage or 5 damage probably. I think it's probably a Marsh Dust Hulk, and we'll take, just a bajillion damage. Yeah. So way too much damage. There's nothing I could draw that brings me back. Certainly not a land. So disappointing outcome, certainly. I loved our deck, though. God, I love this deck. This is one of the better decks I've drafted in the entire format. I've never had such a good removal suite like this. Pacifism, double Sandblast, double Ojutai's Breath, double Aven Surveyor is just such a good list of removal. We had some super powerhouse uncommons in Misfire Adept and Strong Arm Monk. What else was amazing about this deck? We had just very good creatures in general, very good evasion creatures. We had that cool suite of creatures that counterspell, as well as act like creatures. Granted, I never got to use any of them for full value at all, not once. But that's okay. So, loved our deck. Really disappointed with the outcome, but bad things happen in Magic sometimes. You have to accept it. I wish we could have drawn better, but we didn't. Did not draw very well, and we saw too many lands and we lost. So that happens. I guess we're going to go back to Swiss drafts. So we'll see you for the next one.